Well, Kevin Steen very aggressively following the code of honor on the handshake, getting face-to-face with the Briscoes. Launch El Generico into the lights with a big deal out of the corner.
Mark poised in the corner. Running lariat, nowhere for Generico to go. Running forearm shot from Jay. Stereo boots to the face.
Right off the bat, some huge double teams from the Briscoes, but Kevin Steen driving him into the barricade. Now an exchange of forearms with Jay Briscoe inside the ring. Kevin Steen making his return to ROH competition in search of landing a full-time job in this promotion.
Both teams with something to prove, something on the line here in this matchup. Steen and Generico looking for jobs. The Briscoes looking to get a tag title shot coming off their loss last night in Manhattan.
Two very determined teams to do battle in this match.
Sent to the corner, rolls out of the way. Steen bounces off the turnbuckle. Jay with the momentum, both men over the top.
All the way out to the floor they go. Kevin Steen feeling the effects on the concrete. Meanwhile, Generico climbing to the top rope. Leaping lariat on Mark Briscoe.
Saw him at the last minute, but unable to avoid that lariat. Knife edge chop backs him into the corner. Steen and Jay Briscoe still battling out on the floor.
Kevin Steen hits very hard, and now Generico comes charging right into the elbow. Going for that running boot in the corner, nobody home.
Somersault over the top to the floor, wipes out Steen.
Propelled himself over the top turnbuckle and hit that dive. Nicely done right there.
Jay Briscoe back in the ring as Mark on the outside continues to do battle with Steen and bounces him off the guardrail. You see the effects of that maneuver on the floor on the back of Mark Briscoe. Slight laceration there.
He doesn't care. Whatever it takes to get the job done to earn the victory. He'll put his body on the line. We've seen it time and time again.
Jay Briscoe with El Generico drives him face first to the top turnbuckle and makes the tag to his brother. Both men in the ring. Double team from the Briscoes. Generico down. Double shoulder tackle. They just turn him inside out.
Great impact from the Briscoes right there as Mark Briscoe goes for the cover. Generico able to kick out. He's kicking away on the back of the head of the Masked Man.
Things starting to settle down into a semblance of a regular tag team matchup. Nice gut wrench suplex there. Off the ropes he goes. Drives the knee across the forehead. Cover! Generico again able to kick out.
Not hesitating one bit as Mark Briscoe, as now he makes the tag to his brother Jay. Very quick tag team strategy here from the Briscoe brothers.
Covered by Jay, only able to get two. Generico kicking out. Seems like they're going to isolate Generico from his partner. Cut the ring in half and utilize quick tags.
And Generico is the smaller of the two men on their opposing team. But of course he does have the quickness advantage as we see some very quick arm drags from El Generico.
Nicely done. Back to his feet. Leg lariat. Takes Jay down. Goes for the cover. Only able to get two.
Front chancery from El Generico, keeping control of the body. He makes the tag. In comes Kevin Steen.
Largest man in this matchup. Drives his forehead right into the small of the back.
And you can say largest man in the matchup, but for a man of his size, he's got great agility. Solid headbutt right there from Kevin Steen.
Drives the knee to the side of the face as well. Has him up. Backbreaker, nicely done.
Just folds him over the knee. But Jay Briscoe able to kick out.
Drives him face first to the top turnbuckle, holding him in the corner. Smart move on the part of Steen. Makes the tag, nowhere for Jay to go. Wide open for a chop from El Generico. Forearm shot again, connects to the side of the jaw. Snapmares him off his feet.
Able to connect with that kick. Follows it up with the cover, but only gets two.
Jay starting to absorb a lot of punishment here. Another elbow to the back of the neck. I want to start making his way to the corner to make a tag. As another quick tag from his opponents.
Generico and Steen effectively kept him away from his partner for a moment or two. As now Steen off the ropes. Oh, as you see some of his agility right there. The front flipping leg drop.
Mark coming in, shoving it. Steen, who responds in kind, dropping down on the floor to get out of the way is Mark Briscoe. But Jay pops up and he's firing back on Kevin Steen. Both men trading chops in the center of the ring. Knee to the midsection stops Jay cold. Snapmares him over. There again, you see the quickness from the big man.
Driving the elbow into the back of the head. And he had momentum off the ropes as well. Now trying to keep him away from the possibility of making the tag to Mark Briscoe. And back in comes Generico.
Double axe handle to the back as Steen exits the ring. Right hand from Generico. Chin breaker from Jay. Rolls to his corner and makes the tag to Brother Mark. Springboard leaping kick to the side of the face. Steen in, caught with a thrust and a back kick to the head.
That sends Kevin Steen out to the floor. Cover right there by Mark Briscoe. But Generico gets his shoulder up. Now head scissors applied right in the center of the ring, trying to wear down Generico. The one thing he has on his side is his quickness, is his speed. And if he takes away his energy, he's neutralized El Generico.
Has that arm trapped as well. With that arm in that position with the legs wrapped around it next to the head makes it extremely difficult to breathe for Generico.
Trying to inch his way toward the ropes to force a break of the hold. Trying to extend those legs toward the bottom rope, and he's got it.
1, 2, 3.
Taking full advantage of the referee's count is Mark Briscoe.
And you see Generico there gasping for air from that move as he's quickly picked back up. Headbutt. Rocks the masked man. Drives him face first to the top turnbuckle. Belly to belly suplex. Cover. Only able to get 2. Makes the tag. Brother Jay now poised on that second turnbuckle. Generico elevated by Mark. Leg drop. Off the second rope. Cover. And Steen in to break it up.
The referee trying to keep Kevin Steen out of the ring. And that also takes the attention of Jay Briscoe, keeps him from doing more damage to El Generico for a few seconds there. He was more occupied with Kevin Steen. Stranglehold applied, trying to cut off the oxygen with his own arms, right around the throat of El Generico.
Still keeping his eye on Steen in the corner, though, is Jay Briscoe. He's really wrenching down, forcing Generico not only to utilize his own arms to choke himself out, he has to carry all of the weight of Jay Briscoe at the same time, doing damage to the back.
Trying to inch his way toward Kevin Steen, but Jay Briscoe pulled him back toward his own corner to keep Generico away from Steen, away from getting a fresh wrestler into the ring.
Brother Mark tags in. Generico trying to fire his way out. Chops and forearms on the Briscoes. Going to try and make the tag. No, instead he goes to the ropes. Got caught with a boot to the midsection. Leg lariat to the back. Running knee strike to the side of the face. Belly to back suplex. Double stomp from the outside in. Tremendous tag team maneuvers from the Briscoes. Hooks the leg. Too close to the ropes.
A huge flurry of maneuvers from the Briscoes in succession, one right after the other, but still, ring positioning was all that mattered right there. And this time he's able to kick out. He pulled him back away from the ropes before going for that second cover. Big boot sends Steen off the apron. And now the referee tied up with keeping Steen out of the ring, and that's allowing the Briscoes to work over Generico behind his back.
Classic tag team strategy on the part of the Briscoes. Steen frustrated there with, well, he's got a hold of the tag rope.
He has the tag rope. He's whipped the tag rope out of the corner. Just how powerful he is.
Steen obviously getting frustrated with his inability to make the tag. Trying to choke. Now they've got the tag rope, and Jay's choking away at El Generico with the tag rope.
That's not how the tag rope is supposed to be utilized.
Well, then he shouldn't have ripped it off the turnbuckle. Both men back to their feet. Jay backs Generico in, sends him off the ropes. Drop kick right on the button. Another tag into Mark. Fires a forearm shot, sending Steen all the way down to the floor again.
Caught his chin on the ring apron on the way down as well. El Generico placed up top by Mark Briscoe. Springboard, but right into an ace crusher from El Generico. And this could give him the opportunity to try to make his way toward his corner and get a fresh Kevin Steen into the matchup. He's got Mark Briscoe stunned.
Both of these men need to make the tag right now. Generico's absorbed a lot of punishment, but it's Mark who makes the tag first. Generico crawling across, so close to the tag, but Jay Briscoe grabs the foot, stopping him in his tracks. Somersaults through, and Jay gets caught by Steen, who is able to make the tag. The big man up top, missile drop kick connect.
Great agility shown, and high flying ability from Kevin Steen as well. Big power slam, and a huge backdrop.
Steen showing the whole package here tonight. Speed, quickness, and power all in once. Rolling senton in the corner.
Kevin Steen looking very good here, but a forearm shot. Make it two from Jay Briscoe. Forearm exchange between these two men.
Steen comes out on the better of it, but gets caught with a super kick. Staggered to the ropes. Jay gets elevated up and over. Lands on his feet. The Briscoes on the floor, and the big man's going up top. Senton off the top.
Kevin Steen just flew through the air, and that brings these fans to their feet.
Kevin Steen showing just how badly he and El Generico want to earn a regular spot on the ROH roster. Pulling out all the stops here against the Briscoes.
He's got to get him back inside the ring, though, to get the victory here. Taking his attention to Jay Briscoe and rolling him underneath the bottom rope back inside. Mark from behind, coming away on the back of Steen.
He hesitated there momentarily before going back into the ring.
Swinging DDT on the floor by El Generico.
Steen going back up top. Generico on the apron telling him to fly.
Swanton cover. Only gets two.
Somehow able to kick out.
Kevin Steen looking to follow up now. He's known for that package pile driver. Pump handle. Right over the knee. Only two, though.
Once again, Briscoe able to get that shoulder up.
Trying to pull Jay Briscoe back up off the canvas. Kevin Steen now. He signals he's going to finish him off. Package pile driver. Can he get it?
Jay sitting down, trying to put on the brakes. Steen's going to soften him up a little more. Forearm shots to the back. Off the ropes he goes. Running boot to the face.
Generico with a huge suplex on Jay. Mark Briscoe connects on El Generico. Big powerbomb from Kevin Steen. And all four men are feeling the effects of this hard-hitting tag team contest.
The crowd here in Philadelphia showing their support for all four of these athletes, giving it their all.
Referee Gary Morer administers the count. Who's going to be able to get back to their feet first?
Both teams rolling towards their own corners, trying to create a little bit of a space between them. Generico on the outside, Steen on the inside. Mark Briscoe on the outside, Jay on the inside.
Steen and Jay Briscoe back to their feet. Forearm exchange.
Neither man giving an inch here. Back and forth they go. Off the ropes, both men.
They both connected at the very same time, and both men fell down to the canvas. Another double count administered by the official. Mark Briscoe reaching for the tag. So is El Generico. The Briscoes tag. Generico tags.
Mark ducks the clothesline, connects to the midsection, drives Generico to the turnbuckle. Irish whip. Generico hits the buckles hard. Head of steam, but Mark runs into the boot. Staggers out of the corner as Generico makes his way up top. Turned his back momentarily and gave Mark the chance to take the advantage. Has him elevated. Double team coming here from the Briscoes. No! Steen able to drag Jay out. Rolls him up!
Only two. Powerbomb into the corner. Big suplex from Mark Briscoe. Covers Generico. Only gets two.
Jay and Steen still on the floor. Jay sends Steen into the guardrail. Mark elevates Generico on his shoulders.
Double team neck breaker. Cover. Only two as Steen sent Jay Briscoe in to basically break up that pin attempt.
All four men in the ring. The ref momentarily hesitated. That may have saved Steen and Generico.
Powerbomb back against the edge of the ring.
Mark Briscoe in the ring, still taking control of El Generico, has him by the head.
I don't know if Jay's going to be able to continue after that powerbomb on the apron.
Well, he just bounced off the edge of the ring. Mark Briscoe just bouncing off the ropes, courtesy of El Generico, who makes the tag to Kevin Steen. Has him on his shoulders. Drives the knee to the midsection.
Moonsault!
Steen going up top once again. Went for the moonsault, so he was moving out of the way and landed on his feet. Great agility. Big running boot in the corner from El Generico.
Frog splash from Steen, and somehow Mark Briscoe kicked out.
All four of these men really putting it all on the line for the victory. Steen thought he had him.
Generico had wiped out Jay Briscoe on the floor, so there was no one to make the save, but Mark was able to kick out. Steen is in shock. He can't believe Mark Briscoe kicked out. Briscoe to his knees.
Going for the package pile driver once again. He's got him up, but staying on his feet is Mark Briscoe. Cutthroat driver. Going up top now. Both of the Briscoes. This is the kind of tag team wrestling that you can only see in Ring of Honor. The Briscoes get back on the winning track, and I think Steen and Generico have